In the crushing heart of a dying giant, a star 50 times the mass of our sun screams its final, fiery breath. Gravity, the cosmic executioner, violently crushes its core, destined to forge the ultimate abyss. A black hole, an inescapable singularity, a rip in the very fabric of reality. That's the story we know. That's the terror we've accepted. But what if the universe hides a deeper, more chilling secret? What if, instead of collapsing into an inescapable point, some dying stars transform into cosmic impostors, objects that look exactly like black holes from the outside, but conceal an impossible alien interior, an entity so bizarre, so dangerous, it could redefine existence itself and might already be lurking, unseen in our cosmic backyard. You think you know black holes. You picture infinite gravity, a point of no return, a cosmic drain that devours everything. But the cosmos, my friends, is a master of deception, a stage for the ultimate cosmic masquerade. What if the universe has perfected a predator so cunning, so profoundly alien, it shatters our understanding of stellar death? Meet the Gravastar, a theoretical monster, an object that outwardly mimics the terrifying gravitational signature of a black hole with chilling precision. From the outside, it is a perfect impostor. Its immense mass warps space-time with the same terrifying curvature, pulling at passing stars and light with identical, inescapable force. Our most sensitive telescopes, our most advanced instruments, they register only a familiar cosmic monster, a region of absolute darkness from which not even light can escape. This flawless disguise ensures we remain utterly blind to its true horrifying nature. But here's the mind-bending secret, the fundamental truth that rips apart our black hole assumptions. Beneath that perfect, impenetrable facade, a Gravastar is not a black hole, not even close. It harbors no singularity, no point of infinite density where physics violently implodes. Instead, imagine a cosmic soap bubble, but one forged from the most forbidden, paradoxical substance in the universe. At its heart lies a churning, unimaginable vortex of pure, dark energy, the very enigmatic force that drives the accelerating expansion of our universe, now violently compressed and contained within a stable core. Think of it, the universe's own expanding essence, weaponized and trapped, raging in a cosmic cage. This dark energy core is encased by an impossibly thin shell of exotic matter. This isn't just weird matter. This is matter that fundamental physics screams cannot exist under normal conditions. We're talking about material with negative pressure. Normal matter, like the chair you're sitting on, the air you breathe, the stars themselves, has positive pressure. It pushes out when compressed. This exotic matter, it creates an inward pressure, or more accurately, it exerts a repulsive force that actively pushes against gravity's pull. It possesses negative energy density, meaning it curves space-time outward, precisely counteracting gravity's crushing inward crush. Picture trying to build a wall out of bricks that repel each other, even as you try to stack them, yet somehow they form a perfect, stable barrier. This impossibly thin shell, perhaps measured in Planck lengths, the smallest meaningful distance in the cosmos, holds back the cataclysmic collapse of a dying star. It's a quantum standoff, a cosmic tug-of-war where gravity's relentless crushing pull meets the defiant, repulsive push of quantum weirdness. This shell is the Gravastar's ultimate weapon, its perfect camouflage, its impenetrable barrier. It ensures that everything we thought we knew about the deepest voids of the cosmos is a profound, terrifying lie. It's an object that should not exist, yet the mathematics whispers it can. No. So what lurks behind that impossible shell? Step inside a Gravastar. If you could survive the journey, and you enter a realm where the very laws of existence shatter. This isn't empty space. It's a terrifying alien universe within a universe. The interior of a Gravastar exists in a state cosmologists call de Sitter space. Imagine reality turned inside out, where the expansion of the universe happens in reverse, creating a bubble that grows inward instead of outward. It's a cosmic hall of mirrors, where cause and effect lose all meaning. Time, as we know it, becomes a meaningless concept, while our seconds tick relentlessly forward. The space inside a gravastar could experience time flowing backward, sideways, or not at all. A clock brought into this realm wouldn't just stop. It would begin measuring time in directions that have no names, past and future, dissolve into a chaotic, timeless void. Every piece of matter that falls toward that exotic shell, trapped in an eternal, horrifying suspension. The gravitational field inside a gravastar is a nightmare. Instead of the familiar inward pull, it tears in every direction at once. The interior creates what physicists call negative pressure, a force that simultaneously tries to rip matter apart at the atomic level while compressing it from all sides. Any object that somehow penetrated the shell would find itself in a universe where the speed of light might be different, gravity could be reversed, and the very electromagnetic force holding atoms together might become repulsive instead of attractive. Matter would dissolve into its fundamental components, quarks and gluons, swimming in a soup of pure chaotic energy, following rules unknown to science. And here's the truly chilling thought. Some theoretical models suggest that the quantum fluctuations within this interior could create patterns complex enough to support information processing. A gravastar might be a cosmic mind, thinking thoughts that span millions of years, processing information at speeds that make our fastest supercomputers look motionless. It could be conscious. But perhaps the most terrifying aspect of gravastars isn't their internal horror, but their perfect, chilling invisibility. Gravastars could be lurking throughout our galaxy, hidden in plain sight, because they emit no light at all, unlike black holes, which betray their presence through the brilliant, screaming accretion disks of matter spiraling toward their event horizons. Gravastars consume material in utter perfect silence. When matter approaches a gravastar, it doesn't heat up through friction and compression like it does around a black hole. It simply vanishes into the quantum foam of the exotic matter shell. This process produces no X-rays, no gamma rays, no visible light, making gravastars the ultimate cosmic predators. The shell itself might be completely transparent to most forms of radiation, light waves passing through. The exotic matter could emerge completely unchanged on the other side, creating a gravitational lensing effect that bends starlight without any visible source. This means we could be looking directly at gravastars without ever knowing they exist. Scientists theorize that gravastars might even absorb their own gravitational waves, while black holes ring like cosmic bells when disturbed, sending ripples through space-time that our detectors can measure. Gravastars might dampen these waves within their exotic matter shells, rendering them invisible even to our most sensitive gravitational wave observatories. The quantum properties of the shell create what physicists call a cloaking effect. The negative energy density of the exotic matter could bend space-time in ways that deflect all forms of electromagnetic radiation around the gravastar, making them undetectable by radio telescopes, optical telescopes, and even neutrino detectors. Their invisibility goes deeper than just hiding from our instruments. The quantum mechanics of the exotic matter shell might create a bubble of altered space-time that exists partially outside our normal four-dimensional reality. Parts of the gravastar could be hidden in extra dimensions that we cannot perceive or measure. This perfect invisibility means that many, if not most, of the objects we've identified as black holes in our galaxy could actually be these cosmic prisons, hiding secrets that would shatter our understanding of reality. We are on a blind hunt, searching for monsters we think we understand, when the true terrors are perfectly camouflaged, consuming stars in silence, potentially watching us from the darkest corners of space-time. If you are ready to continue this terrifying journey into the unknown, to uncover more of the universe's most chilling secrets, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We're just scratching the surface of what lies beyond the veil of known physics. The very birth of a gravastar is a cataclysm, a cosmic abortion that rips apart the expected order of stellar death. When the most massive stars, those titans 50 times our sun's bulk, reach the end of their lives, gravity should crush their cores into black holes. But a gravastar's formation is a defiant scream against that destiny. Instead of forming an event horizon, the collapsing matter hits a quantum barrier, the nascent exotic matter shell, that stops the collapse dead in its tracks. This moment creates what physicists call a quantum bounce. The crushing weight of the star's core hits the exotic matter shell and rebounds, not gently, but with a cosmic explosion that releases more energy than 1 trillion supernovas combined. The dying star's outer layers get blasted into space at speeds approaching the speed of light, becoming cosmic shrapnel capable of sterilizing entire regions of galaxies. Meanwhile, the core settles into that impossible exotic matter shell, creating a Gravastar that will outlive the universe itself, a permanent scar on the fabric of spacetime. During this birth process, temperatures inside the collapsing core reach levels that make the heart of our sun look like frozen solid. The heat is so intense, it breaks down the fundamental forces holding atoms together. Matter reduces to its most basic components, a seething soup of quarks and gluons, pure energy swirling in chaos. The gravitational waves produced during a Gravastar's formation carry enough energy to shatter planets thousands of light years away, traveling through space-time like cosmic tsunamis, detectable across galaxies. Scientists believe these birth cries might be the most violent events in the universe. But here's where the process becomes truly nightmarish. The quantum bounce that creates the Gravastar might happen multiple times. Each bounce creates another shell of exotic matter, building up layers like a cosmic onion, nested shells that amplify the Gravastar's power exponentially. This formation also creates what scientists call quantum scars in space-time, permanent distortions that change how gravity works in the region around the newborn Gravastar. Space itself becomes twisted into shapes that mathematics can describe, but human minds can't visualize. Some theoretical models suggest that the birth of a Gravastar could create a bubble of altered physics that expands outward at the speed of light. Inside this bubble, the very constants of nature, the speed of light, the strength of gravity, might have different values than in the rest of the universe. The dying star's magnetic field gets compressed into the exotic matter shell, creating magnetic pressures millions of times stronger than anything found on Earth, a magnetic prison trapping particles and energy for billions of years, slowly building pressure until it explodes in bursts of radiation that outshine entire galaxies. What emerges from this cosmic violence is an interior that defies every law of physics we know. But the true horror lies in the inherent, fundamental instability of these quantum monsters. The quantum mechanics governing Gravastars make them fundamentally unpredictable, capable of changing their behavior without any warning. The exotic matter shell exists in a state of quantum superposition, meaning it simultaneously exists in multiple possible configurations. Unlike classical objects that have definite properties, a Gravastar shell fluctuates between different quantum states trillions of times per second. These fluctuations make it impossible to predict what the Gravastar will do next. Picture trying to predict the behavior of a coin that is perpetually spinning in the air. While it spins, it is neither heads nor tails. The Gravastar's shell experiences similar quantum uncertainty, but across millions of possible configurations simultaneously. These quantum fluctuations could cause a Gravastar to suddenly change its gravitational signature. A Gravastar that has been masquerading as a small black hole for millions of years could instantly transform into something with the gravitational pull of a galaxy. This change would happen faster than light can travel, making it impossible to predict or prepare for. The quantum instability also affects the Gravastar's interaction with spacetime. The exotic matter shell could spontaneously create wormholes that connect different regions of space, allowing the Gravastar to influence objects billions of light years away. These wormholes might exist for only microseconds, but they could transport matter and energy across vast distances. Scientists believe that quantum tunneling effects could allow parts of the Gravastar's interior to escape through the exotic matter shell, creating bursts of exotic matter that propagate through space at speeds faster than light, carrying altered physics to distant regions of the universe. The unpredictability extends to the Gravastar's energy output. The quantum fluctuations could cause the shell to suddenly release stored energy in bursts that outshine entire galaxies. These energy releases would happen without warning and could sterilize life across multiple star systems, Even more terrifying is the possibility of quantum decoherence events. If the exotic matter shell loses its quantum coherence, the entire Gravastar could collapse into a configuration that physics cannot describe, creating new types of singularities that operate under entirely different rules than black holes. The quantum uncertainty principle means that the more precisely we try to measure a Gravastar's properties, the more unpredictable its behavior becomes. Any attempt to study a Gravastar closely could trigger quantum instabilities that fundamentally change its nature. The shell's quantum state could become entangled with other quantum systems across the universe, meaning that measuring the quantum state of a particle on Earth could instantly affect the behavior of a Gravastar in another galaxy. These quantum connections could create a cosmic web of instantaneous influence. Some theoretical models suggest that the quantum instability could cause Gravastars to reproduce through a process called quantum bifurcation. The exotic matter shell could spontaneously split into multiple shells, creating new Gravastars that inherit the quantum properties of their parent. This could lead to exponential Gravastar reproduction, spreading these cosmic abominations like a virus. The cosmic horror deepens when we consider the most unsettling hypothesis. Gravastars might be dark matter. Scientists have spent decades searching for dark matter, the mysterious invisible substance that makes up 85% of all matter in the universe, shaping the structure of galaxies and galaxy clusters, yet remaining utterly undetectable. Gravastars offer a chilling answer to this cosmic puzzle. Their exotic matter shells would interact with normal matter only through gravity, making them effectively invisible to all our detection methods. Unlike hypothetical dark matter particles, Gravastars would clump together in the exact patterns we observe in galaxy surveys, creating the cosmic web of dark matter that underlies the visible universe. A single Gravastar could contain the mass of thousands of stars while remaining completely invisible to electromagnetic radiation, making them perfect candidates for the missing mass. Astronomers detect through gravitational lensing effects, but cannot see directly. The quantum properties of Gravastar shells might also explain why dark matter appears to be cold, moving slowly compared to the speed of light. The exotic matter shell would be locked into quantum states that resist motion, making Gravastars naturally sluggish compared to normal matter particles. But this explanation makes the dark matter mystery even more terrifying. If dark matter is actually composed of Gravastars, then our entire galaxy is filled with cosmic monsters that could become active at any moment. The invisible halo of dark matter surrounding the Milky Way might contain millions of dormant Gravastars. Recent observations of galaxy collisions show dark matter behaving in ways that particle models cannot explain. It appears to pass through itself without interacting, exactly as we would expect if it were composed of Gravastars with exotic matter shells that exist partially outside normal spacetime. Even more disturbing is the possibility that dark matter Gravastars might be slowly awakening. The quantum fields that keep their exotic matter shells stable might be gradually decaying, causing more Gravastars to become active over cosmic time. This could explain why the universe's expansion appears to be accelerating. The true nightmare, however, begins when Gravastars fulfill their ultimate destructive potential, the unraveling of reality itself. Gravastars possess the theoretical capability to literally tear apart the fundamental structure of spacetime, unraveling the basic framework that allows existence to be possible. Their exotic matter shells operate at energy scales approaching the Planck scale, the smallest meaningful unit of length and time in physics. At these scales, the normal concepts of space and time begin to break down, allowing Gravastars to manipulate the quantum foam that underlies all of reality. The negative energy density of the exotic matter shell creates what physicists call vacuum decay, the spontaneous breakdown of the quantum vacuum that fills all of space. This process could create expanding bubbles of altered spacetime, where the fundamental constants of physics have different values. The quantum fluctuations in the shell might trigger what cosmologists call false vacuum decay, a phase transition that could propagate through the entire universe at the speed of light, essentially rewriting the laws of physics everywhere, potentially making the universe uninhabitable for any form of matter or energy. The exotic matter shell might create topological defects in space-time, regions where the normal structure of space and time becomes twisted into impossible configurations. These defects could act like cosmic wounds that never heal, creating permanent scars in the fabric of reality. The quantum consciousness within the Gravastar might be able to manipulate the fundamental constants of physics directly, allowing it to change the strength of gravity, alter the speed of light, or modify the electromagnetic force in ways that make atoms and molecules unstable. The shell's interaction with the quantum vacuum might create quantum avalanches, cascading effects that propagate through the vacuum at faster than light speeds, destabilizing the quantum fields that give particles their mass and charge. The exotic matter shell might also create causal loops, regions where cause and effect become disconnected from their normal relationship, with effects preceding their causes, creating paradoxes that undermine the logical structure of reality itself. The gravitational effects of the Gravastar might extend into higher dimensions, creating extra-dimensional instabilities. These instabilities could cause the higher dimensions to collapse into our three-dimensional space, fundamentally altering the geometry of reality. The quantum properties of the shell might create information paradoxes, situations where the total amount of information in the universe becomes inconsistent, leading to the spontaneous creation or destruction of information, violating the fundamental conservation laws that govern physics. The exotic matter shell might be able to create temporal paradoxes that propagate backward through time, altering past events in ways that create contradictions in the present, potentially causing entire timelines to collapse. The Gravastar's influence on the quantum vacuum might create reality waves, disturbances that change the basic properties of existence as they propagate through space, making matter and energy behave according to completely different rules. The shell might also create dimensional barriers that prevent information and energy from flowing between different regions of space-time, isolating parts of the universe from each other, creating disconnected islands of reality that cannot interact. The ultimate unraveling of reality might happen through a process called cosmic decoherence, the complete breakdown of quantum coherence on a universal scale, causing the universe to lose its ability to maintain consistent physical laws, leading to the collapse of all organized structure. These are not just theoretical constructs, they are the whispers of a universe that might be far more fragile and far more terrifying than we could ever imagine. We have journeyed through the most terrifying corners of theoretical physics, where cosmic monsters lurk beyond the reach of our telescopes and the boundaries of our understanding. Gravastars represent the ultimate cosmic horror, invisible predators that could be consuming galaxies while remaining completely undetectable, quantum consciousnesses that manipulate the laws of physics like tools, and cosmic wombs that birth new universes while destroying the old. They challenge everything we thought we knew about reality, from the nature of gravity to the flow of time itself. The mathematics that describe these objects pushes the boundaries of human comprehension, involving imaginary mass, infinite series, and equations that seem to describe conscious mathematical entities. The physics they represent could rewrite the fundamental constants of nature, unravel the fabric of space-time, and herald the transformation of our universe into something utterly alien. Yet, in confronting these cosmic nightmares, we also glimpse the incredible power of human curiosity and scientific inquiry. Our ability to conceive of Gravastars, to work through their mathematical implications, and to search for evidence of their existence demonstrates the remarkable capacity of conscious beings to understand their universe, no matter how strange or terrifying it might be. The possibility that Gravastars exist forces us to remain humble about our place in the cosmos. We might be sharing our universe with forms of intelligence so advanced that they can manipulate reality itself. Conscious entities that exist on timescales that make our entire civilization look like a fleeting moment. But perhaps most importantly, the study of Gravastars reminds us that the universe is far stranger and more wonderful than we can imagine. Every new discovery opens doors to possibilities we never dreamed of, challenging us to expand our understanding of what it means to exist in this cosmic dance of matter, energy, space, and time. The cosmic horror of Gravastars might be real, but so is the cosmic beauty of a universe complex enough to contain both the monsters and the minds capable of understanding them. Tell me what you liked or disliked about this video. What do you think could be changed to make it better? I read every comment and will respond to every suggestion